some music from Guns N' Roses on MTV, and we'll have some live music from these guys pretty soon, Los Héroes del Silencio. But first we have to chill with the guys. Joaquin.
Hi.
Hi, Joaquin. Pedro on drums. And over here, Alex, Juan on the other guitar. And Enrique on vocals and guitar, and the front man. Hola, everybody.
Okay.
Right. Now, when you come to Spain, it does help to speak a little Spanish, but luckily for me, Enrique here speaks a little English, so hopefully we can get to know each other a little better. Now, we're in this club called the En Bruto here, where you're rehearsing. Now, you played here 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you remember of that? It's a long time ago.
I remember that was the concert. After that, we signed with EMI, so it was very important for us.
So it happened very quickly, didn't it? You went to...
Yeah,
really quick.
but we were playing 2 or 3 years before in different clubs all around this area without a deal, without anything.
Now, of course, you're doing really well in Germany and all over Europe.
Yeah, we are very happy.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Now, Enrique, you sing in Spanish. Obvious question. Is that important to you? I mean, because you could sing in English and then probably get more audience.
Yeah, but I think for us to sing in Spanish is not a choice. It's just natural because we are Spanish and all the bands in here in Spain sing in Spanish, so it's natural. And I think it's a great moment for all the European bands singing in their own languages to open the rock music.
What have been your influences when you've been growing up? What made you want to play rock and roll?
Maybe because our bigger brothers, they were buying some different records from the Beatles, the Rollins, Led Zeppelin, the typical things, you know.
Yeah.
And after that we began to hear after punk music, like The Cure, Bauhaus, Joy Division. So we are mixing all these influences with a Mediterranean melody, maybe. I don't know.
What is the special Spanish influence in your music?
Oh,
Can you describe that?
I think it's very little.
Passion. Passion. Latin passion.
Yeah, but not music in general, because we don't like flamenco at all, or maybe just the typical songs from the 60s, but we are not very interested in those kind of music.
Okay, well, we'll see some of your kind of music pretty soon here on MTV, so please stay tuned for that after this short break.
Let's go.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Let's go.
Hola! It's 9 o'clock Central European time. You're watching MTV Zaragoza. Yes, we've left behind the hustle and bustle of the Olympic city to come out here into the mountains, not for some peace and quiet, to witness the rock and roll of Spain's top-selling band, Los Héroes del Silencio. They'll be playing live in just a few short minutes, but first we take a look back at the town we left behind, Barcelona, seen through the eyes of Gun. Stay tuned, por favor.
Coca-Cola.
Let's go.
Welcome back to MTV Zaragoza. Are you ready for some live music? Well, ready or not, here it comes, all the way from Spain via the very latest in satellite technology. This is Los Héroes del Silencio, otherwise known as Los Héroes del Silencio, mate. Take it away, guys. these strange people on MTV this Friday evening? Well, they're Los Héroes del Silencio, and if you've just tuned in, you missed some great live music from them. This is MTV for Barcelona, of course, but now we're in Zaragoza, hometown of these guys. Now, you're working on a new album, I've just heard.
Yeah, that's true. We are writing the new songs this summer for being released maybe in April the next year.
Is it going to be different from the last album?
Yeah, we are working in different ways. Maybe the production is going to be really different.
And what about a live tour? Because that's where you really have a good time, isn't it, on stage?
We love live, so I don't know. We want to do a big tour in Spain the next year, with including some European capitals. So it's going to be enjoyable.
Good. Now, is it very easy? I mean, you've been lucky because you were discovered very quickly and you've had success all over Europe now, and it's getting bigger and bigger. Is it very difficult for Spanish bands to break out of this country still?
I think it's very, very difficult in Europe, but we have a natural market in South America and part of the United States, so we have enough maybe with those countries.
What about your intentions to sing in English? Do you think of that?
Oh, I have to improve my English to try it. I think we are not going to do it because we are a different band because we sing in Spanish. So I think we are going to keep singing in Spanish.
Keep with your tradition. Now, on your last album, Phil Manzanera produced the LP. Was that your choice?
Yeah, and his choice. We were very, very close in the kind of things we want to do it in doing the album. So I think he's a great man and he's a great person to be on the studio because he knows how the musicians feel on the studio, how they want to be recording. So it's great to work with him.
Great. Well, let's have a look at Phil Manzanera in his day job as part of Roxy Music, or this is what it was like then. Angel Eyes from Roxy Music, and sorry guys, I will speak Spanish next time. Okay. Sorry about that. Well, Alex, mon cher cameraman, it's time for us to ride off in the sunset together, I'm afraid. The show has come to an end. We spent the last 90 minutes here in Zaragoza in the company of Los Héroes del Silencio. I'm going to leave you with another live and rock and rolling song from them. Thanks for your time. Please join me tomorrow when I'll be taking you to a fun fairground in downtown Barcelona. Don't miss it. Just time to leave you some music. Now I'm going to stage dive out of here. cortes. Pasan rápidas las horas y este cuarto no para en el lugar. Y tantas cosas por decir, tanta charla por aquí. Si fuera posible escapar de este lugar. Amanece tan pronto y yo estoy tan solo. No me arrepiento de lo que si las estrellas se iluminan, hoy decirme de día que sientes tan fuerte que piensas que nadie te puede tocar.
Let's go.
Sponsored by Puma with the disc system and Coca-Cola.
Let's go. Let's go.
Merci, Christian. Yes, good evening and welcome to MTV Barcelona this Friday evening, Saturday morning. You may have seen me earlier on this evening with Los Héroes del Silencio, Spain's top-selling band. Well, they made me an offer earlier on that I couldn't refuse. Come drinking with us, Ray, they said. We'll show you the Spanish nightlife. So, you have to be one with the boys from time to time. So I'm going to go in and join them in their favourite bar. And if you're still saying, Los who? Have a look at this. Here. Cheers, some local Spanish beer in a local Spanish bar with Los Héroes del Silencio. Enrique, you've already met, Juan, Pedro and Joaquin. So, what is this bar, you guys? Where are we?
We are in La Estación del Silencio. It's our favorite bar. It's great. Good music, good girls, good people behind the barra.
And do you come here all the time then?
Not always, but when we can, we are here.
Now, how late do Spanish bars stay open? How late can you drink?
Till 6 o'clock or 12 o'clock or whatever you want.
So it's sort of like sex and drugs and rock and roll, really?
Yeah, not always rock and roll, but the people sometimes bacalao. But no, I prefer rock and roll, of course.
Is there a special drink from Zaragoza or from Spain that I should try?
Yeah, you should try red wine, Rioja wine.
Rioja wine?
Yeah.
Is that as good as French wine?
Yeah, it's better, I think. Rioja wine is the best in the world. Yeah.
Now, when you come in this bar here, you're well known in this town. How do people treat you? Do they treat you like superstars?
No, I think they don't, because they know us since the beginning. We are here since 7 years, so I think it's very normal for they to see us. It's normal. I think they have no problem with us.
Okay, we'll be back with Los Héroes del Silencio in this bar, hopefully still sober, after you watch this. Hello, you're watching MTV Barcelona. We're in a local Zaragoza nightclub with Los Héroes del Silencio. Now, we've spoken about Spanish art, Spanish architecture, Spanish music. I think it's time to talk about Spanish chicas, young women. Enrique, are Spanish women your favourites? Are they the best in the world?
I think they are great, but I prefer Italian girls.
You prefer Italian girls? Yeah. What have they got that's different to Spanish?
I love the Italian. It's music for my ears.
I think we're going to do some more market research here on MTV. What about Joaquin? Spanish girls or other girls?
Spanish girls. They are lovely. I think they are great for a guy. It's a lot of fun with a Spanish girl. Yeah.
Pedro?
I like Spanish girls. Maybe next month I like Spanish, no Spanish, French girls. I don't know. Maybe when I go to any place, I don't know. Yeah, but the Spanish girls are really great. You can treat it. Sure.
You just basically like girls. You don't care what they are. And Juan?
I think the girls in the world are all very good for us.
Okay, so there you have it. Sort of Spanish girls may be the best in the world. Well, look, thank you very much for talking to us, and good success with the new album. And we'll see you again on MTV. So remember, kids, Spanish girls are worth the trouble, unlike most women. See you soon. Oh yes, good evening. You're watching MTV. Well, what would you do if you were in a bar with Spain's top-selling band and they turned out to be really good drinking partners? You'd stay here, wouldn't you? Well, I'm going to stay here in your name for the rest of the evening, but I will see you tomorrow in MTV for Barcelona in a fun fairground. In the meantime, from Zaragoza, it's Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Adiós.
Hala, hala.
Let's go.